Hello, it's Executive Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director Michelle Cunningham coming at you with the Fabulous Friday message. In today's message, I want to share a message for any of you who are feeling a little beaten down by life, a little beaten down by your business, and you're like, just someone give me hope. Because we have all been there, right? Like, life is crazy. Children are crazy. Your house is crazy. There is so an abundance of stuff going on in our life. People will say, hey, you have an abundance of opportunities, right? You want to look at it the positive way. So if you have an abundance of opportunities right now and you're like, I just want to get my business rocking and rolling and I feel like I take a step forward and I take 2 steps back, then this message is for you. And I want to give you just my simple guide on how to pull yourself out of that little rut, like get going again. Because I believe that we are where we are today by the thoughts that we have in our head. And sometimes we just need to reset our brain a little bit and like get back going. So for any of you that are stuck, listen to this. The number one reason that we get stuck is we stopped moving, right, in our business. We stopped doing it, right? So now we're stuck and now we're out of leads and we're out of bookings and we're out of potential new team members because we stopped doing it. And then we're like, but I'm stuck. I'm like, well, no, you got stuck because you stopped doing the things that were getting you unstuck, right? So my number one advice for you is you have to start taking action again. My number one step that I would take for action is I would start to lead generate. It's literally the most important thing that you can do, because if you are out of leads, you are out of business. So what's your plan for getting some leads? Okay, I'm going to give you a few plans. When I talk to people on my team, they're like, I'm stuck. I'm like, okay, let's figure out a plan. Let's get you unstuck. All right. You know, how committed are you to getting unstuck? How committed are you to your dreams? Remind me why you're on this journey. Close your eyes for a second. Remind me, like, why are you on this journey? What do you want to achieve with your life? And they'll tell me the answer. And I'm like, okay, how committed are you to that? Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 10. Okay, cool. So let's start with a baby step. Let's lead generate for you. Okay, that's going to start to get us out of this little rut that we're in. All right. So could you go to the dollar store? Yes. Okay. Could you spend $20? Yes. Could you buy 20 jars? And could you make some lead jars and put them around town? Yes. Do you know how to do that? I do. Okay, cool. So get your lead jars made, get 20 out. When could you have that done by? Next week. I can have it done by next week on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday night. Okay, cool. So your goal is to get 20 jars out. Now, of those 20, only 6 are actually going to be good locations. So that means 14 of your locations are going to net you no leads, they're going to get cracked or broken, or they're going to be thrown away, or they're going to be missing when you go to pick them up. You cool with that? Okay, good. So your goal is just to find 6 places that are netting you about 3 leads a week. If we can get you 6 solid locations that every week are netting you 3 leads, that's 18 leads. Of those 18 leads, you'll book about 1 out of 2. So you'll get 9 new appointments booked a week. And you know, we might have to tweak what you're saying on the phone. If you're not a wizard at booking them, I'm a wizard at that, so we can work through that. But and I'll give you guys my little script that I'm using of what I say. So let's just like start there. Is that a good step? So that is what I would say to you. If you are stuck right now, I would say, okay, focus back on why you're doing this. Who's it for? What's it going to do for your life? What's your ultimate goal? When you achieve that ultimate goal, who's with you? Where are you standing? What are they saying? What are they doing? And how are you feeling? Like, just take that and run with that. But now really focus on, okay, all right, baby step, lead generate. Got it. Okay, so then we start lead generating. Then we're going to book these leads. So what are we going to say when we book these leads? You can say a variety of different things. I prefer to send a text message first. Hey, Jessica, you entered to win a pampering session at blank location in blank town. And we just drew your name as one of our winners. Is there a good time to call you to give you the info? Cool. I prefer to call to give them the info because they believe it more. It's very hard to convey that someone's a winner by text message, right? But when you call and they hear your voice, they're like, stop it. Okay, so then I call and I say, hey. And I say, when's good? She says, tonight at 5 p.m. I'm like, awesome. I set an alarm to call you at 5:10. Give you a few minutes to get settled. I'll call you at 5:10. Cool, I'll talk to you then. So I say, hey, Siri, set an alarm to call Sarah Smith at 5:10 p.m. Winner from whatever location. So then at 5:10, my kids are screaming. My phone blows up. The alarm goes off. And I'm like, well, I got to call someone. So I step outside my front door because my kids are screaming. Do you have kids? Why are they screaming all the time? Why are they so loud? They're even louder. It gets amplified when you pick up the phone. It's like, what is that? It's like this thing. Well, anyway, so I go outside to say, hey, Sarah, Michelle with Mary Kay. I'm just calling to let you know were picked as our winner. It's kind of a huge deal. So do you have like 2 minutes, 3 minutes? I can give you the details. You do? Okay, awesome. All right, so basically, you were picked as a winner of a pampering package. What that means is I basically do Mary Kay full time, and I partner with local businesses to provide pampering sessions for their clients, kind of like a client appreciation thing. And your name was drawn, my friend. I know, huge deal. It's a huge deal because here's the deal. You get to come in for a pampering session. Now, this is a side note. I don't say this to them. Side note is you can travel to them. They can travel to your home studio. You can have a studio, whatever your location is. That's what you can offer. Okay, so then I say, so the deal is you get to come in for a 2-hour pampering session for yourself and up to 10 friends. I know, it's a big deal. Or just like a few friends if you don't want to bring 10, but 10 friends. You get to wear a princess crown. We treat you like a queen. You get to wear a boa. We'll have a fruit plate or a chocolate plate for your group, and then you'll get a swag bag filled with goodies. So that's the deal. It's all free for you. It's free for your friends. When you walk in, you'll sit around a table. It's not like a P.S. I'm babysitting for a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. So if you hear them, that's what you're hearing. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit around a table. It's not like a standard facial where you're like lying on a bed and we're rubbing your face. It's much more interactive where you'll sit around a table. We give you your own customized tray filled with skincare that's like customized for you. And you'll put the products on your face. Then we'll give you a hot towel and you'll wash it off. And your face will be like renewed and rejuvenated from this facial experience. Then we'll do a microderm that gets rid of blackheads and like totally resurfaces your skin. Then I am an expert in foundation matching. So I will match you up to the perfect shade of foundation. And then we'll do a hand treatment. Your hands will be hydrated for 24 hours and it lasts for multiple hand washings. And it'll like change your life. It's amazing. So anyway, that's the deal. It's all free for you. It's free for whoever you bring. Obviously, I sell Mary Kay. So if someone in your group is like, oh my gosh, this stuff totally rocks, can I buy it? Yeah, for sure. I drive a pink Cadillac. I bring it fully stocked with every product. So if they do want to take products home, they can. But you guys get a special price sheet that day with discounted prices. So you actually score kind of big. So anyway, so that's the deal. How's that sound? Oh my gosh, it sounds so amazing. Okay, cool. So what I have found best, I get super booked up. So I found best is if you and I pick a date that works best for your schedule and my schedule, just because I get so booked. And I hold these types of appointments on Friday evenings at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. I also hold them Saturdays at 10, 12, or 2. What would you prefer? Okay, let me see. Well, I would definitely prefer a Friday. Okay, let me see what I have in my computer here. Let me take a look. That moment I open my iPhone, I look at my calendar. I keep all my appointments in my iPhone now because I can't lose my iPhone, but I can lose my date book. True story. And then I say, okay, I am booked this weekend. Next weekend's totally full. Gosh, I could get you in. Earliest would be 3 weeks away. I have a Friday evening at 6 p.m. or whatever she said, Friday 6 p.m. Okay, yeah, no, that would work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, give me like 5 minutes here. I'm going to text you over a picture of our location. I'll give you an invite with the address, all the details, and it's something you can send off to your friends to invite them. I'll also even send you like a script that explains it all if you don't want to have to like think. So I'll send that over too. And did you want fruit or chocolate? Okay, you want fruit. Got it. And your swag bag, would you prefer more skincare in there or more makeup? Okay, got it. More makeup. All right, awesome. So I put you down. Let's see, I've got you down for Friday, April 16th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and down for a fruit plate, more makeup in your swag bag. And how many people are you thinking you might have? Okay, 5 people. Got it. Okay. All right, I just put that all on my notes here, so you are all confirmed. And just wait for my text in the next 5 minutes here, and I will just check in as it gets closer and remind you and everything. And if for some reason you do need to cancel, just let me know in the next 48 hours or so, just so we can free up that spot for other groups that are on our wait list. Okay, cool. All right, well, congratulations. Biggest deal ever. I will see you very soon. Okay, take care. Bye. Okay, so that's the script. Now, that sounded really good, right? Because I've done it like 1,000 times. And it didn't sound good the first time I did it, or the second, or the third, or the fifth, or the 10th. But the good news is the first, second, third, fifth, and 10th time, I did it in front of a mirror, not in front of a human. So that when I actually picked up the phone, it rolled out like that. So when I'm talking, it's not like a script that's memorized, but I visualize. I visualize what I'm saying. So I visualize You're going to sit around a table. There's going to be mirrors in front of you that we're going to like customize with different skincare for you. Then I'm going to hand you a hot towel. Then you'll put the products on your face. So I'm not necessarily memorizing it, but I'm memorizing the pictures of what I'm saying, if that helps anybody. I'm much more of a picture in my head kind of person. And I don't know that everybody is, but you could also write that up in a script. But that would be my first step, to get somebody unstuck, is start there. And then at all of those appointments, I'd play the fabulous referral game in a big way. I would also have someone on my team. I'd say, you know what, could you order some samples in and we'll start getting them on our Facebook Live events that we're doing. We do them every 3 weeks. Why don't you just reach out to everybody. Here's a script. We're doing a little study and we're looking for people who'd like to test out a new skincare line. Give feedback if you're interested and you'd like to try free products from the comfort of your home. Post below. I mean, something so simple like that. And people are like, oh my gosh, I'm totally doing that. Right? It's crazy. So that's another thing that I would do with someone that's like, I don't want to hold parties. I don't want to talk to people. Okay, then great, do that. So that would be my baby steps, because the only way we can get unstuck is to start working. The only way we can get our confidence back is by working. There's no other way to get your confidence back. You can't read a book. You can't think about it. You can't, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, I want to learn to ride a bike. I want to get confident riding a bike. Yeah, I'm going to read a book about it. No, you're going to gain your confidence by going out there and fighting through it and falling down a few times and getting back up, and you're going to get your confidence. You know, my daughter gained massive confidence the other day. We were at McDonald's and they gave her a yogurt and she wanted apples. And she sat there at the table. She's 3 years old and she was like, I really wanted apples. Okay, she wanted yogurt and she got apple, right? She wanted the yogurt. So she's looking at the apples and I said, well, the only way you can get yogurt, honey, is if we go up front and you ask them for it. And she's like, no. And I was like, well, that's the only way we can do it. You've got to go up there and ask them for it. She was like, oh, you know, and she's got this story in her head, or so many people, because she is shy. She's shy like I was as a kid. And I don't ever tell her she's shy, but other people do. It drives me bananas. They're like, she was pretty shy today. I'm like, oh, no, she's not shy. But anyway, so I said, okay, let's go up there. So we walked up and the lady came over and Alyssa dropped her apples down on the table and looked at the lady. And I said, my daughter has something to ask you. And the lady looked at her and said, yes, sweetie. And Alyssa looked at her and said, I would like yogurt, please. And the lady said, oh, absolutely. Let me get you yogurt, honey. And came over and gave her yogurt. And I grabbed my little girl. I gave her a massive hug. I said, honey, you are not shy anymore. You did it. Look at that. You just talked to her. You were so good. You were so good. And I saw in her face how excited she was. And that night, we went to the grocery store. You know, she's fighting through it, right? She's fighting through it. And so we're at the grocery store, and she wanted a sticker. And I said, great, you're not shy anymore. Just go ahead and ask her, honey. Ask for the sticker. And she said, I would like a sticker, please. And I said, my daughter, she lost her shyness today. She's just talking to everybody. And so all week long, I've been just kind of playing that in her head. And now she's like, I'm not shy anymore. I talk to everybody. I've completely overcome it. And so, right, it's that fight. It's a little story with a 3-year-old, but as adults, we need to fight through that. We need to convince ourselves you're not shy anymore. No one's going to shoot you in the head if you ask them for a free facial, right? Is it really the end of the world? No, it's not. So we just got to fight through it just like a little 3-year-old would, and retrain our brain that we are awesome and we deserve the best. And this dream that we had in our mind is 100% achievable. I have never seen somebody miss their goal that actually put in the work required to hit the goal. Good information, right? I have never seen somebody miss the goal that put in the appropriate amount of work to make the goal happen. So retrain your brain, whatever, McDonald's story or getting the sticker at the grocery store, whatever it is, retrain whatever you're telling your head and get to work, because there are big, huge, audacious things in store for you, and they don't happen when you're stuck. They happen when you decide to get unstuck and to move forward and say, you know what, yeah, dude, I am meant for more. Like, this is garbage. I'm going to the dollar store right now, and I'm going to crush my goals because I am made for more. So own your awesome. This is, again, Michelle Cunningham with the Circle of Excellence call. I hope you have a fabulous Friday, my friends. Goodbye.